You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. This is me, Constance, your favorite girl, on my YouTube channel, Conti Girl TV. So if you're coming here for the first time, I'd like you to do something very little yet so mighty. I'd like you to click on that red button, subscribe, and please subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to like and share, please. Okay, all right, I'm so excited to be here once again, and please ensure that you watch this video to the end. I'm going to be making a lot of sense, so please be patient. It's not going to be a very long one, but be patient and stay with me to the end. Okay, I like by thanking every one of you that reacted to my last video, the second video in this series, Marriage is Not a Promotion. And you know, I got some reactions. Few persons commented on the channel, on the comment section, and then some other persons called me on the phone, some left text messages, and I like to say that I feel blessed, I feel honored that at least someone is even listening to me. Like, you know, somebody listened to me and felt it necessary to comment. I feel so honored, and I say a very big thank you. So please, today again, let's do it again. Okay, leave your comment on the comment section. And then for those of you that called and had a thing or two concerning the second video, you know, me saying that marriage is not a promotion, I'm not trying to, you know, the ending part of that second video. If you didn't watch, if you didn't observe, you can go back and read it, or you can just forget about it and just move on. But anyway, the ending part, some had a thing or two about it. Some criticized the way it ended. Okay, so but it wasn't in a bid to maybe feel maybe hurt anyone. Definitely it wasn't to hurt anyone. It was actually me trying to say that just in case you're up to the age of 40 or even above 40 and that you're not married yet, you should not lose sleep over it, like I said before in the other video. But you shouldn't also be idle. Like, you shouldn't behave as though you have stopped existing. A lot of women are like that. They just feel, a lot of women in the African continent, yeah, more in the, oh come on, let me jump into this again. When I was starting this video, this channel, this YouTube channel, when I was starting it, I had prayed to God that I didn't want it to be just a Nigerian, you know, YouTube thing, Nigerian, you know, YouTube channel. I wanted to have an international audience as well. So one of the persons that reacted to the last video did call me from United Kingdom. Yay! And Big Auntie, if you're listening to me, I thank you so much. I've already thanked you before, and I'm thanking you again for listening to me. And of course, you told me you're going to share my video so that your pals in the UK will also subscribe to my channel. Yes, so keep sharing the video and keep sharing. So okay, that's that. Back to what I was saying. So especially most women in this, you know, part of the world, Africa, you know, is as though when you get to that age, you just stop existing. Like, you become somewhat ashamed of yourself. So I was trying to say that no, it's being that you're not married does not mean that the ladies that are married your age, it doesn't mean that they are better than you. It doesn't mean that they have something, they're not higher than you in class. How do I put this? I just hope I'm able to communicate better this time than I did in the last video. So it not being a promotion, marriage in itself not being a promotion, means that you are not, you that is married is not better than that person that is not married yet. But even as you are, don't let your life just stop existing. Don't just be that way and say, if I was married by this time, I would have achieved this. If I was married by this time, I would have been able to achieve that. No. Just move on with your life and get busy. Get something doing. And you know, one of the persons that also tested me, I'm sure you're listening to me, so I promised you I was going to give you some tips because you were asking for okay, so this dear sister of mine, she chatted me and she asked that one of the challenges that she is having right now is what to do like that she listened to my video, the last video, and I said, don't be idle, do something. So she was asking for someone who doesn't have money, you know, to start a business, who doesn't have funds as capital to start a business, what do I advise? And I said, okay, I was going to give you tips. So here are my tips. So please remain with me. Don't change this channel. Do not move over to something else. It's going to be very, very informative and educative. So stay with me to the end of this video. That is why I have a book with me, because I didn't want to forget any point. Okay, so basically, you find out that a lot of persons don't like to start small. They don't like to start small. They just want to, you know, get there and make it big. But there are so many little businesses that you can do, that you can start, that will help you earn a living, a decent living. So many. I have some of them written down here because, like I said, I don't want to forget anyone. Yes, we all know about skills, handwork. You may say, I don't have a. First of all, ask yourself what you have passion for. Find out what you have, you know, flair for. But even if you don't have flair for any handwork, or if you don't have, you know, you're not skilled, you need to go for a training. You need to by yourself now develop that passion for that thing. Nobody was born, well, some persons may be born with different types of passion, but there are also people that imbibe that that the passion didn't come natural like that to them. They wanted to learn something. They started learning it, and then they mastered it. They became masters of that craft. For instance, you may not know how to make hair, but this hair making in the United Kingdom is making waves not just in the United Kingdom, abroad. You know, we in Nigeria, we call other countries abroad, okay, so pardon me for that usage. But if you know how to make hair as little as making hair, you will be a millionaire when you travel out. You can go to that street woman that greets you, madam, good morning, every morning, or good afternoon when you're coming back from where you go to, where you went to, sorry. You can go to her and then pay for 3 to 6 months and learn how to make hair. If you have tried it before and you couldn't get it, and you say maybe you're not able to do that, you can learn other skills, something like tailoring. You may have known about tailoring and you don't want it, and then I've talked about hair making and you don't also want it. What about selling something? You know, there's something do you know about bed sheets, the normal bed sheet that we use? You can make a lot, small money, then you can make a lot of money from that business. How do I know? Let me give you tips on that. You can travel to wherever the city you are in. I may not know the states where you're watching me from or the country where you're watching me from, but ask of the people living in the suburbs. Find out the village markets. There are these guys or ladies that sell bedsheet. The material itself is not made, it's not tailored for, you know, for that purpose yet. You could find out where they are. They sell it in bulk and they sell it very, very cheap. When you get to the market, ask for them. They also have tailoring machines inside their shops. So what you do, you go there, you tell them that you want them to make you a bedsheet. Give them the sizes of different beds, the small one, the medium size one, the family size, and there and there they will make 4 pillows for you at just the amount you pay them. I think it's just 500 naira. It's up to 1,000 or highest 1,000 naira to make a lot for you. Or they can even charge you maybe 200 naira if you're in Nigeria. That's why I'm using naira now. And you find out that when you come, and then you ensure that you don't put a lot of money when you want to make your sales because of gain. No, start small. What they can ordinarily go into a boutique, you know, or into the market and buy for maybe 6,000, 7,000 naira, you can even sell your bedsheet as little as 3,500 naira. You can see the difference. Or you can even sell it at 3,000 naira with 4 pillows. You can do that. You can start from there and then you start going to offices. You know, a lot of people are very, very busy. They can't go to the market and, you know, change these things themselves, and they need this stuff. But when you bring it to their doorstep, and then you, of course, you choose very beautiful. For children, you choose cartoon character sheets. For adults, of course, you know, colorful bed sheets. And then for the men, you know, they like something a little bit darker, so you mix it up. Okay, so it's a very interesting business. If you start it and you put your mind in it, you're going to do well. Put it when you're going to church, carry it, don't be ashamed of it. After that time you used to do your chit chat, you tell your friends about it, that you have bed sheets for sale. You went to the market this time around, you did it from scratch, you got it yourself, you were there, you sold it. It is now your business and you do so well. Another thing is cleaning services. You can go from house, you can knock and tell someone you're a cleaner, that you can clean the house, and then how much will the person pay you? If it's a big house, you can get something, you can team up with someone, and then person. I'm just talking of small businesses that will not take much from you, and then you will make money. Sorry, so you can team up with someone, and then go to houses. Tell them you have a cleaning. You can offer cleaning services, and then if you do well, of course you get referrals, and from there, boom. Business at home. There are so many things that I wrote down, and you can even cook and sell. You can cook and sell. There's some women that are so busy. You can offer them the services of going to market for them. Ask them, what are the choices that you have? What kind of soup do you want me to make for you? What kind of you can even offer to come to the kitchen and make the soup if there's trust issue. You can tell them a pot of soup is this much. Or you can collect money separately, go to the market for them, buy the kind of things they need, and then they come to their house and cook if they wouldn't want you to cook and bring. You can do that as well. And then there are local perfumes, there are local handbags. And then Aba in Nigeria, man, those guys that are making sandals, if you see the kind of shoes, locally produced shoes and handbags that they make in Abia State, you could sometimes you could even mistake it for imported shoes or imported footwears. There's some very lovely ones, very beautiful ones, and cheap. You can even travel for this purpose. You travel, you can save up some money and then travel and go to the market. I think it's Bakassi or something. I think it's Bakassi in Aba in Abia State. They have the shoe material. They've not produced it yet as some shoes or sandals. They have just the materials. So you just go and meet one of the shoemakers there and tell him what you want. I want size 35 to 40 something in sandals. Find out what is raining, what is in vogue, what people want to wear and feel very comfortable. Is it wage? Is it loafers? Is it silkers? You can do that. Please don't forget Bakassi. But if that is too far from you, you can also locate within your city where they have such materials. I could only speak of Aba because that's where I'm very familiar with. And okay, pardon me that I have to look up at my book, but I said I don't want to forget anything. Then you can even offer to babysit. If you're there in your house and you have a neighbor that takes her kids to the crèche and pay a lot of money. If you're not doing anything, why don't you walk up to her and tell her that you babysit at a token amount? You can talk to 1 or 2 or 3 neighbors and they bring their children. Say instead of going to that place, I'm in the whole house, bring the food. They will even be more comfortable with the fact that their kids are in a home setting, in a home setting. So you tell 1 or 2 parents, bring your kids to the house. I can help you look after them, so that when you get back to the office, you can come directly and pick your children. And then at a token, before you know it, the business has boomed into a beautiful daycare. All right. And then, of course, if you do so well, you definitely get referrals. So, okay. So, last but not the least, there are so many stuff I wrote here, but I don't want the video to be so long. Last but not the least, I want to say something. My nails, I don't have artificial nails now, but the girl that fixes my nails, the way I started with her, I have one particular girl for years now. So unfortunately, I didn't fit my nails in this video. I would have shown you how beautifully she makes nails, but she came to my house as a complete stranger. She just knocked on my door one day like that. She said she can fix nails. She was going from house to house. Some other person didn't, give her listening ears. I was like, okay, I would have patronized you. I was telling her I would have patronized you, but I have a shop that I go for my pedicure and my manicure. So I'm not sure I would want to change. I'm comfortable with that. She said, okay, I'll do it for free. That's what she told me. She said, I will do it for free. You will not pay me. They just look at my handwork. I said, okay, if you're going to do it for free, I'm not going to pay you. That's what I told her. She said, of course, of course. I sat down. I watched how she started and how she finished. When I looked at my nails, there was no how I could leave her. I could allow her to leave my house without paying her something, and I collected her number. She didn't have a shop. She was going from house to house. So anytime I needed my nails made, I call her. And as she's coming, I'm inviting my friends. You know, I'm calling my friends. Okay, that last nail I fixed, nails I did, and you said you liked it. Please come to the house. Fumi is coming today. So that is how her business grew. Now she has a shop, and OMG, oh my God, she has people that she is paying now. So she's now an employer of labor, something that started from house to house. So of course, if you don't know how to make nails and all, you can learn it in a beauty salon. You can learn it. So there is no excuse of I'm broke, I've been looking for a government job, I've not found, I've been sending my CVs around, I've not found. Guys, girls, start something. Start something. And of course, when you're doing that stuff, you're praying to God, reminding him that he said in his word that whatever you lay your hands onto, that thing will definitely prosper. So if you do that with passion, definitely you will be prosperous. Thank you. I'm going to end the video here. So sorry if it was too long, but please do not forget to share this video. Okay, share it everywhere. All right. So till I come again, this is Constance on my Consigirl channel.